Who's ready for my favorite modification on the 4Runner this year? No, it's not some crazy performance or suspension upgrade. It is new window switches. Well, these are the old switches, but my man Andrew at 4Runner Customs did it again with a new switch panel that does auto up and down on all 4 switches, which is so cool. I've wanted that forever. So I hit him up when I saw that he's got them, and I'm like, bro, I need that, send one over, I'll make you a video, I'll make it good, I promise. So he already has a very detailed and in-depth install video showing what I would say is the best way to do it and answer some questions you might not know to ask. So instead of doing another install video just like his, I'm going to try and do it faster. So let's get in here and see how quick we can replace this switch panel. Spoiler alert, this only took me about 25 minutes to actually do it, but let's make it a quick video.
I want to thank Andrew from 4Runner Customs again for sending this window switch set over. While it wasn't a paid sponsorship, he did send this to me in exchange for a video, but as always, I'm honest about any product that I'm installing and reviewing. You could get through this job with just a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver, but I like to use my trim tools to protect the vehicle. Amazon affiliate link below to the ones that I use. Start by prying off the armrest. Next, you can pry out the plastic molding behind the lock and handle. In hindsight, I don't think you need to pry off this triangle piece at the top, but if you're removing the door panel like Andrew did, then you'll want to take it off. Use a Phillips or a punch to push the middle of this plastic rivet in and then pry it out. Now there's 2 screws to remove, one behind the lock and handle and one that was hidden behind the armrest. Now pry the door panel off starting at the bottom. The plastic trim tool that I was using here wasn't strong enough, so I went back in the shop for a bigger one. With the bigger trim tool, it came off easy. This is where Andrew's video shows you how to remove the door panel completely by taking it off that top lip that holds it up at the top and also removing some of the wiring clips, but we're skipping that and going to access the switches from underneath. I used a small piece of wood as a spacer to hold the door panel open. Now grab a flathead so you can push on the release and pry open while you pull out the plug on the end of the switch's wiring harness. Remove the 3 screws holding the switches on. It's 2 at the bottom and 1 at the top. Then the switches simply fall right out. With the switches out, we can prep the bench for unboxing. Pretty neat that it includes a microfiber cloth and a handwritten note, and I'll read that to you now. Dylan, your YouTube channel is the greatest channel ever created in the whole history of YouTube, and I agree that Star Wars, October Sky, Spaceballs, Wayne's World, and Back to the Future are the greatest movies ever created. And also Titanic. The switches obviously come nicely packed and easy to open because there's not really much to it. It's a switch panel. They look good, they feel good in the hands. Let's go install it. Put the switch panel back up. Reinsert the 3 screws. An important note that the 2 bottom screws back here control the tension that is pressed against the 2 bottom window switches. So be sure that those bottom window switches will articulate in and out and return back to normal on their own. If they don't, come back here and loosen those 2 screws until those switches spring back out after you press them in or pull them up. Once they're screwed in and those screws tension are correct, plug it back in. Now you can push the door panel back onto the door. Replace the triangle piece at the top if you removed it. Reinsert the plastic rivet. Replace the screw behind the lock and handle and reinsert the plastic cover. Reinsert the screw in the middle of the panel. Then press the armrest back on. Having the backlighting is an extra cool detail, and I just can't get over the fact that the 4Runner now has auto up and auto down on all 4 windows. This is the coolest and easiest mod that you can do to modernize your 4th gen.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, or better yet, go over to the 4Runner Customs YouTube channel or website and leave a comment or send him an email because he can answer more in-depth questions than I could. Thank you again, Andrew, for sending this over. Now I can ditch my old one, and you know, I still feel bad throwing stuff. It's a perfectly good switch, but thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you on the next one.